me and D was arguing about even talking about this, but here we go. Sweetie and Quavo. 2 words, that's it. Nah, but I seen like even like more so throughout their relationship. Like I remember the video that went viral was when she had made that comment like, if your nigga ain't getting you a Birkin bag and paying all your bills, throw that nigga to the streets or something like that. And that like obviously went through the roof with that conversation of basically like the 50-50 conversation. If you should be going 50-50 as far as like your bills or whatever with the person that you're in a relationship with. Should you be paying your girl stuff or I don't know, whatever conversations like come from that. This guy already shaking his head.
I feel like that's a personal thing.
Yeah, I'll actually let you like set this one off. How you feel about like the 50-50 conversation, or like the
how
nigga
you feel
buying his girl a bunch of stuff and all that? Like,
pay for that nigga shit, girl.
I mean, personally, I don't fit the demographic of females who need Birkin bags and needs to get bought out on. Not simple, but I have different passions and enjoyments. Right. Buy me some canvases. Like, buy me a stack of paint. Like, give me a Hobby Lobby gift card and let me have the time of my life. I'm different in that sense. Mm-hmm. Even when it comes to food and stuff, dates, dating is funny these days. However, dating is funny these days. But, they don't put any stock. What is a date? People hear date and think, oh, you have to be in a full-blown relationship. That's a time for, I don't even want to go there right now.
Nah, I would think, like, you go to a little restaurant, like Cheesecake
Factory. No, but that's you. A grown-ass man who was in a relationship. No, I'm saying right now.
No, even when I'm not in a relationship.
But even if you have different values. You have different values. Most dudes want to fuck. I'm going to tell you as a girl. Okay. I get these offers. Don't forget.
But that's not a date, though.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas don't date. That's what I'm telling you. Niggas don't want to take you out for dinner. Don't want to even go for an adventure, go to a free-for-ass museum because people are so caught up in money or whatever. Not that kind of person. Ultimately, I feel like it should be 50-50 in certain regards. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I don't feel like it's a necessity to get spoiled. That's a luxury. That's an earned thing to an extent. Not saying if you love somebody, that person earned your love, right? Mm-hmm. So that's your reason for wanting to spoil them and give them the world or do whatever you want out of the kindness of your heart. I'm not about that tit for tat shit. I'm not about somebody only doing stuff so later they can throw it in my face, try to end things, and then try to get all that money back. Like, I wish somebody would. Right. I would give it. It's just that blatant audacity of like, you don't have to do anything for me. I'm within reason enough to know that.
We gotta be honest. They do. Because you're not gonna be with nobody who's just.
No, I'm not saying I'm gonna be with somebody, but I need somebody who's gonna. I'm not expecting them to take care of me. Okay. That's a disconnect for women. For people these days, they want somebody to take care of them. I don't have that interest. I want somebody I can be a partner with. That's companionship. Being a partner. I'm not. But people are so caught up in materials. He has to get my hair and nails done and stuff. I'm not saying he shouldn't from time to time, but that's not his job. That's not what he signed up for the relationship for.
So you're a fair woman.
I try to be. I try to be pretty fucking fair because my thing is I'm bi. I'm dominant. I like femmes. I don't be talking women because I don't have great luck. However, when it comes down to it, I understand that if I was to take a woman out on a date, I would want certain respects and considerations done for me, so I do the same for a male. I'm going to be considerate with your money. I'm not going to run up the tab for what? Not without reason. If you tell me, get whatever you want, it's your day. I'm communication, though. We communication all the way around here, so it's like we're going to talk about it. Do I need to bring some money? We going Dutch? What is it? Like, what's the budget or whatever it may be?
So if you have like a rich like rapper or whatever, like social personality reach out to you that's like in like Dallas or something, and he want to like fly you out and spoil and all that shit, like, would that make you uncomfortable, or would you like welcome all of that?
First and foremost, you don't know me, so I'll be uncomfortable. Nobody fly, and I'm not gonna fly out because you have a name for yourself.
That's different.
I don't trust you.
Different.
You are different.
I'm smart. No, I'm smart. I'm not saying people who don't think like that aren't. It's just I think way too deep into things. I'm not finna I let somebody after 10 years of friendship finally buy me a ticket. That's the only person I've let buy me a ticket, and niggas reneged because they can't handle certain shit. But ultimately, that was the only person after 10 years of friendship I felt comfortable with being in a space in a place I don't know, without resources within my vicinity, without safety nets that I know of, and with somebody that I can't necessarily, when it's a strange ass, I don't care. Come on now, all the type of things of people getting drugged and people getting their shit stolen or whatever it may be. I'm not saying that could be the case, but I'm just saying part of getting into that situation, part of those happen, not victim blaming, just saying you have to be more perceptive about your situation. Situational awareness is real.
But am I tripping on or on another episode? I think I recall you saying something about like women that are like that, like you understand them being that way, of where like, you know what I'm saying, have a nigga pay for all your spit or.
And I do. My best friend is that kind of female.
Okay.
And I'm the type to see different perspectives. It's not my lifestyle, but I can see where it can work and where it makes sense for certain situations. For my situation, it doesn't. I don't need certain things. I would rather do it on my own and not have somebody. I've done that already.
I like women to show me they got the bag.
And I feel that. I have nothing.
So you not the type to.
No, I am. Don't get me wrong. Like I will do the spoiling too. You know
but I think people are people. Everybody should get spoiled.
I like for a woman to show me. You feel me? That niggas. If you like me a lot, like it, you know.
So you wouldn't deal with a woman like that who's like, nah, I need you to pay this and this and this for you to deal with me. You wouldn't deal with that.
Nah, I would deal with a woman that I don't want to be fully responsible for saying like, okay, when I'm with you, like I feel like I gotta pay for everything, right? Mm-hmm. But if you running up your bag and I feel like you doing a lot for me with your money, then it's gonna be a no question asked when we you know what I'm saying? If you get into your money and I feel like, okay, man, a lot of her money come to me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then it ain't gonna be ever a question asked on how nothing is gonna be running because I'ma always take the initiative. You feel me? Because your bread always come to me anyway. You know what I'm saying? Or a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it gets spent on clothes, whether she always buying a nigga clothes all the time, whether she buying a nigga chain all the time, or whether she just physically look, hey, here goes a couple racks. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? If it's all about really what y'all agreeing up on, you know what I'm saying?
It depends on the relationship.
It's really what y'all agreeing up on.
Yeah. I feel like personally.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say like real quick, just to finish up. Like I feel like there's no problem with that. When it comes down to it, it shouldn't be the terms and conditions. That's where I feel differently. Like that's not a make it or break it deal. Do I feel like a dude should be able and want to? That's the thing. People want it to expect certain things out of obligation. What about out of true, genuine, you care for me so much that you want to do these things for me out of the kindness of your heart, out of what you want to do for me. That's where females get it twisted and have that entitlement where it's like, no, well, he has to get me at 8 Birkins and he has to, but that's the thing. Everybody's fantasizing and idealizing these celebrity relationships.
Right.
You don't make this money. Exactly. This man don't make this money. Be fucking realistic. Because if you can't do it, why would you expect him to do it?
That was the only reason I had an issue with that Sweetie comment. Because I'm like, your nigga is Quavo. Like, the niggas that y'all around aren't effing Quavo. So, obviously, like, people don't even realize, like, with Birkin bags, like, even if you have the money, it's still a process of getting that. But they just hear Birkin and it's like, you know what I mean? They get googly eye over it. And
then they also forget that these are women who can buy them themselves.
If they wanted to.
If they want to.
That's true.
They can afford it for themselves. That's the difference, too. Be realistic.
Right.
I'm not going to expect nothing from somebody. Even right now, I'm not going to say that later in life when I elevate to different places and I grow and I become more of the woman that I'm trying to be, that won't change and I won't feel that I am worthy of expecting or having worth, accepting that I have this value for myself. So I'm not going to take everything. I might not be able to fuck with certain people if they aren't willing. Not capable, but willing, even if we're not in that relationship. I'm not going to expect nothing from a certain relationship if that's not what we're doing.
Right.
Yeah, I think an issue with this subject, and I myself included, we like internalize and personalize it. So it's like Birkin bags, like, when it's like, oh, that's, I guess she must be talking to the niggas that,
I don't even think I've seen one in person before, bro. Yeah.
But I like what G said, man. It's like you gotta come to an agreement. So as long as you and your girl got an understanding of like this is how it go, And this is what it is, yeah. Then
you know,
and everybody
like,
adhere to
she
it.
probably popping that hot shit because he told her like, look, you can pop that hot shit because I'm gonna get you whatever you want.
Yeah, he
you know what I'm
probably
saying?
did.
Right.
Go ahead, do what you do out there, bring me that dough, whatever you doing. You know, because she do music as well, saying you never know. She probably is breaking him off a check, but her check ain't like his check, you know what I'm saying? So do what you do, you know what I'm saying? Bring that home to me, and I'm going to make sure you got everything. You go ahead, do your thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's that agreement.
On my end, I just feel like...
if she popping it like that, a motherfucker, you know, most likely he letting her pop it like that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like as a man,
I mean,
you gotta
be
decide,
niggas that got it anyway.
You gotta decide what kind of man you want to be with your girl. So it's like, I was like, man, it's like I'm gonna pay, and me paying that comes with like a certain, you know, I poke my chest out about it. You feel me? And it's just that's just me. You feel me? And it's like I like my girl, like, so I don't know, it just make me feel good.
Okay.
And so you know, just decide what type of man you gonna be with your girl. Some girls is like, if I gotta pay, then I'm gonna poke my chest out at you, nigga. And it's like, you know, if you can swing it, then swing it. If you can't, you can't. But the understanding is the biggest thing. Like you and her gotta have an understanding of what type of dynamic y'all wanna have together.
All right.
And I think I do want to offer another perspective is that, yeah, while it's idealized that women and men can be 50-50, it will never be that way. Just based off of our society. Ever. Men are expected to take out for there's expectations for gender roles. Gender roles exist. That's real. Men and women will never be 50-50 because men will always be seen as having to be the providers. Not saying that that's bad or good, but just saying there's these already assumed gender roles that are so ingrained in our society and human race that it will be nearly impossible and almost unfeasible for men and women to truly be seen as 50-50, relationship or otherwise.
Let me play devil's advocate with all of y'all. Minus the millionaires I know, like millionaires that I'm cool with or family with, like besides them, like my regular every day-to-day black men, older black men that's married and all that, typically it seems like the women be the breadwinner, if y'all want me to be real. Like really thinking about it, like with most situations, like I'm not saying I don't see anywhere the man isn't, but like outside of like the rich people I know, usually it'd be the women that's the breadwinner in the household, and if I'm not mistaken, I think statistically that shows as well. So it just be weird to me, like trying to see the balance, because I know there's like a lot of, you know, the leech Instagram models that look for the, you know, basically prey on these young athletes and young rappers or whatever. You know, and then send messages like what Sweetie did earlier this year or last year or whatever. And I mean, my only issue with it, you know what I'm saying, because of the overall picture, I just feel like it sends the wrong message to, you know, young girls or just other girls who, you know, don't know a effing Quavo. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not the type of niggas they're dealing with. And they might miss out on that special person because they're putting these unrealistic expectations on regular men, you know what I mean? Because they're getting so materialistic based on what they heard, you know, one of them say or how they see them treated, because they see this Instagram illusion.
Yeah.
They idealize it. It's a fantasy. Like they're caught up in the theory and the idea of things, not the reality of it. Be realistic about your situation.
Right.
You ain't never met a man with that much money. You ain't never met nobody with that much money. Even
or you shop at Forever 21, but then you meet this nigga and he needs to get you all Louis V and Gucci.
Like how does that work? Make it make
now,
sense.
if you already come with that, if you already come with that though, like I don't feel sorry for niggas that see a broad and she got Gucci slippers or Louis V. If she already got that and you step to her, you should already know what type of time she
I don't wear Jordans. I don't wear name brand shit. That would be backwards as fuck if I was to get with somebody and only make him, okay, well now is my chance to get coached. And now is my chance, like, first, people be worried about the wrong shit. Like, it's worried about the wrong shit. What difference do these brands make? They don't give a damn about you.
Right.
What is that gonna do? What is this purse? What is this pair of shoes gonna do for you? These pair of shoes that you're not gonna wear. On top of that, for some people who collect or whatever, you know, collections are different to an extent. But when it comes down to it,
and then women don't realize too, when you asking a man to dish out so much, he's gonna probably give you less of an opinion on most of y'all life decisions, because it's like, I mean, what are you bringing to the table? I've been doing all of this, so it's like he'll try to take your voice away. So it's like you gotta, I don't know, you just gotta map it out, pick between that. To be honest, I feel like whatever works for that individual couple, that is what works for them,
Right.
regardless what it is. If it's the wife that says I'm gonna stay at home, I'm gonna take care of the kids, I'm gonna do the laundry. If they want to do that old fashioned way and the man just pay all the bills, that's cool. If they want to go both do they split and go to work and both build their team together, the empire together, that's cool too. I don't feel like there's really a right or wrong answer when it comes to the whole like 50-50 thing or whatever. Like I just feel like whatever works for those individuals, if they're both happy, then that's on them. If you got somebody who doesn't align with your values when it comes to there's nothing wrong with that. That just means you're somebody else for you. Y'all move on and
So can I add an input? So what about the women that makes men feel insecure?
About like if they make more than the man,
just like period, like how they look, what their lifestyle is that possibly to make a man feel secure?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, factual. Right? I feel like especially modern day men are shamed in so many different ways, but definitely through their pockets.
I
was with a female. I was with a female and she was very, very, very good looking. And then what I've noticed, she would have rappers, NFL players hit her up. DM, I'm like, what the fuck? You got this dude dummy, in your inbox. So I'm like, damn. So how does that make me feel? So you got these dudes hitting you up.
Right.
Like, what do you see in me? Like, why are you with me? You know what I mean? So that made me feel like I had to step up my expectations. Yeah, well, I would say with that, not even. I mean, it's just the fact that she fucking with you means something. Just off the rip, especially if you got access to those.
Sometimes that's just like a little, like, all right, like this is what I got.
It depends. It depends on what you want from it. Cause like at the end of the day, what I be trying to impose to my brothers is like, not saying that money don't matter, but money doesn't make you a solid nigga. You feel me?
For sure.
Like you solid, you type of man you are. You that man with money. You that man without money. So if you a solid nigga, she gon' sense that or feel that through some lens. Cause there's hella corny niggas with money, and women get around niggas that got money cause they got money, but realize that they corny, they don't respect them. So she with you, cause I mean, man, niggas, a lot of these basketball players, NFL niggas, and rapper niggas, they corny ass niggas. I swear to God.